Good morning, children. Welcome to Term 2 online classes. In today's topic, we are going to learn about the International Economic Organization. What is an International Economic Organization? It is a non-profit, non-governmental, global network that focuses on building partnership and identifying trends in the global context and is addressing the future-oriented issues in areas of sustainability, innovation, communication, environment, etc. The three major international economic organizations are IMF and World Bank, World Trade Organization. IMF is International Monetary Fund. First, we will see what is International Monetary Fund. It is an organization of 189 countries working to foster global monetary cooperation, secure financial stability, facilitate international trade, promote high employment and sustainable economic growth, and reduce poverty around the world. It was started in the year 1945. J.M. Keynes and Harry Dexter White were the founding fathers of the World Bank as well as the IMF. The primary purpose of IMF is to ensure the stability of the international monetary system, the system of exchange rates and the international payments that enables countries to transact with each other. The headquarters of IMF is in Washington, D.C. D.C. is the District of Columbia. D.C. means District of Columbia, U.S. Washington is the capital of the USA. Okay, that's what I meant as US. Okay, Washington is the capital of USA. The Bretton Woods Conference proposed IMF, World Bank and the International Trade Organization in 1944. The IMF and the World Bank were started in 1945. Okay, so the GATT was transformed into WTO. GATT was the first one which started, that was made into WTO, World Trade Organization from 1995. The IMF, IBRD and WTO headquarters are Washington. The IMF headquarters is Washington DC, World Bank also is Washington DC and World Trade Organization is Geneva. Okay, they were started in the year 1945 and World Trade Organization was started in the year 1995. Now we will see the objectives of IMF. What is the objective? The first objective is to promote international monetary cooperation among the member countries. Why IMF was started is to have cooperation among the member countries. The next one is to facilitate faster and balanced growth of international trade. They want countries to have trade among one another, to ensure exchange rate stability by curbing competitive exchange depreciations. The next objective is to eliminate or reduce exchange control that is imposed by the member countries. So most of the idea behind the the aim or goal behind IMF is to have a world trade with the member countries, and moreover to establish a multilateral trade and payment system to promote a flow of capital between the developed countries as well as the developing nation, and to solve the problems of international liquidity. These are the objectives of IMF. Next, we will see the functions of IMF. The first function is bringing stability in the exchange rate, restricting members to go into for the multiple exchange rates. Okay, they are asking the members to go in for a multiple exchange rates so that they can also buy and sell gold at prices other than the declared par values. Okay, correcting balance of payment disequilibrium. The IMF is helping the member countries in eliminating or minimizing the short period disequilibrium in their balance of payments, either by selling or lending the foreign currencies to the member countries or the member nation. The next one is determining par value. Par value means is the face value. So IMF enforces the system of determining the par values of currencies of the member countries. The next one is balancing demand and supply of currencies. IMF is entrusting with the important function of balancing the demand and supply of various currencies. And the next one is reducing trade restrictions. It also aims at reducing tariffs, okay, and other barriers that is imposed by the member countries, because it wants to avoid discriminating practices among the countries. Providing credit facilities. It provides credit facilities with the objective to help the member countries. So that's one of the important function of the IMF. IMF also are grouped into three heads. One is the financial, the other one is regulatory, and the consultative. The financial heads assist to correct the short and the medium term deficit in the balance of payment. The regulatory about the code of conduct, and the consultative is counseling and technical consultancy. Now we will see the facilities offered by the IMF. The first one is basic credit facility. The IMF provides financial assistance to its member nation to overcome their temporary difficulties, that is the balance of payments that they have. The loan can be repaid with the member country in their own currencies with the SDRs. Okay, SDRs are special drawing rights. SDR means, which is otherwise called as a paper gold. They are a form of international reserves created by the IMF in 1969 to solve the problem of international liquidity. Next facility offered by IMF is extended fund facility. The IMF provides additional borrowing facilities up to 140% of the members' quota. What is quota? Quota means something that is reserved. Okay, so they can borrow up to 140%. Now the IMF moreover extends its limit for a period of up to 3 years at the rate that the interest rate is very low. The next is compensatory financing facility. In 1963, the IMF established compensatory financial facility to provide additional financial assistance to the member countries, because we know that all the countries, that is underdeveloped countries or developing countries, are facing a problem of money. Okay, they don't have finance with them. So if at all they go and ask a borrow from the bankers, that is difficult for them to repay, and they have to pay a higher rate of interest. But here we can see IMF comes forward to help the underdeveloped and developing countries. Particularly primary producing countries, they always face shortfall in the export earnings. So in 1981, the coverage of the compensatory financing facility extended to payment problem caused by the fluctuations in the cost of cereal input. So that's the primary products whichever that people are consuming, that the food that we are consuming should not be stopped. Okay, so farmers are being helped through this. Okay, so IMF help the underdeveloped countries because they mostly depend upon agricultural products. Buffer stock facility. Okay, the buffer stock financing facility was started in the year 1969. The purpose of the scheme was to help the primary goods, that is the food grains. Primary goods means food grains. Producing countries to finance contributions to buffer stock arrangement for the stabilization of primary products. So what is buffer stock means? We can say at the time of good harvest, okay, good harvest, to prevent the prices from falling and to release those products at the time of bad harvest, that is when the prices will go high, they will release those products because they don't want the customers to suffer from the rise in price levels. So they stock the products and they will release it when the prices go high, so that people get the products at a lower cost. Supplementary financing facility is the next facility that is given by IMF. Under the IMF financing facility, the IMF makes temporary arrangements to provide supplementary financial assistance to member countries facing problems relating to present quota size. Quota means, I told you, allocation or reservation. Next one is structural adjustment facility to provide additional balance of payments assistance to concession terms to the poorer member countries. Okay, this was started in March 1986 to provide additional balance of payments assistance on concession systems to the poorer member countries. In December 1987, the Enhanced Structural Adjustment Facilities ESAF. First we saw is SAF. SAF is Structural Adjustment Facilities. ESAF means Enhanced Structural Adjustment Facilities. This was started in the year 1987. It was for the availability of concessional resources to the low income countries. The purpose of SAF, that is Structural Adjustment Facility, and ESAF, Enhanced Structural Adjustment Facility, is to force the poor countries to undertake strong macroeconomic and structural environmental programs to improve their balance of payment positions and to promote the economic growth. So IMF was started mainly to help the poorer countries to grow, and especially the countries which are producing the primary goods, to help them to get their funds so that they don't stay ahead, but they act and they react with the environment along with the society. They grow up and they produce the yield and try to help the country to just grow. Okay, the economic growth happens due to this fund. Okay, so IMF main aim is to bring along all the countries together and to promote their economic growth and to help the member countries who are in need of finance. Okay, we will do a small recap of what we have learned today. In today's lesson, we learned what is the meaning of IMF. We saw the objectives of IMF, the functions of IMF, and the facilities offered by IMF. Children, like you will be writing your test. Okay, watch this video once or twice. Whatever doubts you have, just go through your lessons and then write the test. Play the Kahoot. Okay, enjoy your reading, because this this pandemic situations, we are in the houses and we have to spend more time. Okay, so this is you have much time to learn. Take up your test, write your test, enjoy your learning. Okay, be happy, be safe. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.